To initiate that slight rotation, the slight throttle to transfer load to the rear to arrest the rotation once the car points where you want it to go. Okay, so that's the idea. He's going to come in on this first one, and he's going to be braking hard at the turn-in point. He's going to try to turn the car with too much brake on, not enough releasing of brake. Okay, and we should see massive, because there's less response. You're correct.
Okay.
Nice! Yes! Oh, there you go.
That'd be
I heard a lot of guys, you know, complaining about brakes overheating and the handling going away in the cars. This is where you get that condition where you're overheating the brakes. You come in here, you turn a little bit too aggressively. You don't feel a PSM coming on, but it's coming on because it's correcting that sudden turn that you put in. Or if you come in a little bit too fast and turn, it'll tug those rear tires to stabilize what the car is doing. You don't feel it from where you're standing. I can drive around, and any of these instructors can drive around in the cars that you're driving all day long and never overheat the rear tires. So if you're overheating tires, you're activating the PSM. This will kind of give you an idea of how you can feel that a little bit more exaggerated. And then find out how you're going to correct it. Just remember, these cars do not have the PSM on, so it's going to be, there's not going to be any electronic control governing you. In the cars that you're driving here has the PSM. So when that PSM activates, sometimes it activates greatly and you'll be able to feel it, but most of the time when you're just on the edge, it'll just be clicking in a little bit, but just that little click in gets those rear brakes hot, and then you get the problems with the long pedal on the braking. So just kind of, and I told the other group, the key to high performance driving is anticipation of what you're doing. Anticipation of the characteristic that any given corner produces. So now you've been around here lots of times, you know if you come into this corner with too much speed, you're going to induce an understeer. You know if you get to that apex point and you pop off that throttle, you're going to get the ascent to come around. So kind of have that in your mind and planning ahead to correct that problem. But we're going to induce that problem with just the characteristics and kind of be able to feel and see what I'm
I think one thing we should mention, Hurley, is the ceramic brakes.
Please. Now these cars, you haven't driven the cars with the ceramic brakes. The ceramic brake performance is much greater than a steel brake car. So you've got to be aggressive with those brakes. And if you get stopped too much before the part that you're going to turn in, then go deeper into the corner and see what happens. But they're very aggressive, but you'll figure that out on the first time you put on the brakes. So,
all right, so first
three passengers.
First three, there we go.
Three drivers.
Yeah.